High up in the bright blue sky, there floated a tiny wispy cloud named Clara. Every day, Clara drifted past mountain tops and glided over forests, watching the world below. But Clara was different from the other clouds. She was small, shy, and had never, ever rained. She often gazed at the tall, fluffy clouds who could sprinkle gentle showers onto gardens, fill rivers and lakes, and bring rainbows after a storm. Clara dreamed of raining too. She wanted to bring water to thirsty flowers and help trees grow tall. Mostly, she longed to see children dancing and laughing beneath her gentle raindrops. But no matter how hard she tried, she could only puff up a little or drift away with the wind. One sunny morning, Clara floated by a family of ducks paddling in a muddy little pond. The pond was shrinking, and the ducklings quacked sadly because their home was disappearing. Clara felt a tiny ache in her heart. She wanted to help, but what could a little cloud do? She watched as the bigger clouds stretched tall and grey, their bellies heavy with rain. They tumbled together, growing darker and more powerful, until the sky rumbled with thunder. Clara wanted to join them, but every time she tried, the wind would push her away. As the day grew warmer, Clara met a wise old owl perched atop a pine tree. The owl blinked his golden eyes and asked, "Why do you look so gloomy, little cloud?" Clara sighed. "I wish I could rain and help the world below, but I'm too small and light." The wise owl tilted his head and smiled gently. Every cloud has its own special gift. Sometimes, all you need is patience and a little help from friends. Watch and wait, little one. When the time is right, you'll know. Encouraged, Clara floated on, determined not to give up. As the afternoon sun warmed the earth, she felt herself growing heavier and heavier. Little drops of water from the trees and river below slowly rose into the sky, joining her one by one. She began to feel fuller than ever. Suddenly, she heard giggles and laughter from below. Children were running through the dry grass, their faces turned up in hope. The plants seemed to stretch taller, as if welcoming her. Clara took a deep breath, well, as deep as a cloud could, and squeezed her eyes shut. She focused all her wishes on the earth below. Then, with a gentle pop, the first tiny raindrop slipped from her cloud belly and drifted down. She giggled in surprise as more drops formed, growing bigger and braver each moment. Down, down fell the gentle rain. The little pond grew wider, and the ducklings quacked with delight. The thirsty flowers lifted their brightly coloured heads and swayed as the water soaked in. The children danced, twirling with joy beneath the sparkling drops. Clara beamed with happiness, glowing brightly even as she grew smaller with each raindrop. In that moment, she realized she didn't need to be a big, powerful storm to make a difference. Her gentle rain was exactly what the world below needed. As the rain faded and a dazzling rainbow arched across the sky, Clara felt content. She might be a little cloud, but her heart was filled with the joy of helping others. From that day on, whenever Clara floated across the sky, she remembered the wise owl's words, trusting that sometimes even a small cloud can make the biggest change of all. And below the earth whispered a thank you, every time a cool, gentle rain fell from above.